The 1940s, a time of leisure, fun, excitement, war.
In addition, American ships have been reported torpedoed on the high seas between San Francisco and Honolulu. As Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy, I have directed that all measures be taken for our defense, but always will our whole nation remember the character of the onslaught against us.
Directed by Peter Brook and produced by Lewis M. Allen, Lord of the Flies was a book that was written by William Golding, produced in 1954. Later in the story, we see that there is a constant theme, which is civilization versus savagery, shown by Jack, who has gone very savage along with the majority of the boys. The other one being Ralph, who is the leader of the boys before they went to the savage state. Ralph and Jack basically had the relationship of two opposite ends of a magnet that could never really meet naturally. They never agreed on anything except in the beginning of the book. And then Jack decided that he wanted to start hunting, therefore the other boys followed, and soon this whole savagery annotation to the story came along. And then there's this nerd called Piggy, who they try to use his glasses as a resort to making fire. This fire was what they used to maybe have a chance of getting off the island, and played a very important role in the story. What William Golding was trying to pan out here was the difference between savagery and civilization, compared it to World War II with the Nazi regiment and the other countries that were against what they were doing. This is because William Golding was aboard a Navy sailing ship in World War II. Then later, when he got back from his travels in World War II, he came back and wrote Lord of the Flies, trying to explain to kids at my age what World War II would look like with kids of our age. Today, this is one of the best-selling books for schools and education to this day, and if you haven't read it, I would definitely recommend it. William Golding was a great writer, and I would definitely recommend any of the other books that he's written, because I bet that they are twice, or if not as good as Lord of the Flies. So yeah, I am done making stuff for this project, and I hope you have a very interesting day. Goodbye.
What glorious hour. I wish that Franklin D. Roosevelt had lived to see this day. General Eisenhower informs me that the forces of Germany have surrendered to the United Nations. The flags of freedom fly all over Europe. For this victory, we join in offering our thanks to the Providence which has guided and sustained us through the dark days of adversity and into light. Much remains to be done. The victory won in the West must now be won in the East. The whole world must be cleansed of the evil from which half the world has been free.